Good evening, class. We are here again. My name is Linda. I'm here to present my topic, which is on phobias. Phobias, first of all, they say phobia, there is no limit to phobia. And then they said phobia is characterized as excess fear, anxiety, which can be triggered by an object, place, or situation. Phobia is also an overwhelming, irritational, and persistent fear that leads to avoiding the object or situation. This fear can be specific item, situation, or in any social environment. So, I have phobia. I learned about phobia in my psychology class, and then I have phobia personally about reptiles, snakes, crocodiles, just name it. Anything reptiles, I have phobia for them. In my class, that was when I knew that everybody, no matter how small you are, strong, old, young, a child, that you have something that you're scared of, something that trigger your anxiety or your fears, and all is called phobia. So I have an overwhelming fear of snakes, and I cannot look at them closely. And when I see them in my backyard, I start running like a wild person. No matter how small it is, no matter how big, I can't even kill them, no matter even if it's harmless. I develop goosebumps on my body on just hearing about or seeing snakes. So I picked this speech because I just wanted to tell people and also to know that there is something that can really trigger our fears. So secondly, I used to have a client, and one day I went to the clients. Was my time to take over, and then we go there and just help, like maybe drive around as companion and do a thing, going to the office and do stuff. So when I got there, my colleague was there already before. My colleague was about leaving. I took over from her. I went to see my clients. We sat down and we talked a little bit and we watched TV together. And then she started telling me that my colleague was hurrying to go because she has to go and take care of her pets. And then I asked her, she now started telling me about the pets. And she said she has 2 dogs, 2 cats, and 8 snakes to take care of. And when she said this, I didn't say anything because I was scared. I was like, oh, so that means I'm sitting everywhere I sit is on the snake, and I have all my things I mean, everything is snake, because it's like, you know what I mean? My body was already like triggered. So I went to the small office that we have there, and I sat down and I pick up the phone and I phone my my provider, and I said, please, can you change me? I'm not feeling too good. This is what is happening, blah blah. They quickly changed me and I left. So that is how bad my own phobia for reptiles is. So I couldn't stay that day. I know everybody has their own different ways. So I have other phobia that I will mention, but I'm not going to go into very big detail because we have time concern. So there is some people who don't like spider. They call it acronophobia. Spider, some people think is elephant. They just don't want to see spider. And some people have also fear for heights. They don't like traveling by air. Instead, they can just go by road from Washington to LA. They don't mind. Some people don't like dogs. They call it cynophobia. Some people don't like insects. Some people don't like stormy weather. When storm comes, they can get sick. Some people don't like to see needle. Needle, they call it trypanophobia. Some people don't like to see, like I'm talking and opening my eyes. Some people don't like that at all. And also some people don't like to see books, just like me and you reading books. They don't like. It's not their problem. That is just what it is. We have millions of phobia, so that is it. Some people have fear for blood. I work in the hospital. I don't mind that. I don't mind blood. Some people don't like sights of water, like seeing the water, the ocean. They don't want that. And some people don't like sex. They don't like, they call it genophobia, erotophobia. They don't like that. So you can't blame them. This is what is happening to them. So you have to appreciate that. So they said the most effective way to beat or overcome phobia is by gradually repeating, exposing yourself to what you fear in a safe and controlled way. Just like here, because it's academics, I have to repeatedly call snake, whereas normally I wouldn't have been able to do that. So if you want to cure it, they said you can repeatedly call it, and I don't know how that works. During this exposure process, you learn to write out the anxiety and fear from you. So it is good to know and appreciate phobia's events. It will help you to tolerate and appreciate phobia events and situation in others, especially when someone thinks spider is like elephants. You just appreciate that it's not the person's fault. This is how it is. It's part of the problem. And this, according to UK.com, they say phobia tends to affect women more than men. Typically, phobia include fear and persistent for more than, they can persist and persist for 6 months. It depends. And then phobia is classified in 3 places. They have a specific phobia, social phobia, and agoraphobia. It can cause you dizziness, shortness of breath, and all that. So in conclusion, I said, oh, phobia can be treated. They said, according to verywellmind.com, over 20 million Americans have a phobia. Genetic, culture, and life events seem to play a role causing phobia. And my conclusion was that there is no limit to phobia, just like I mentioned before, and all that. So thank you so much for watching.